Wait, you guys had a pen pal back in the 90s, like?
I guess that was back when we were more desperate than Taryn. Our initiatives we're desperate enough to get any pen pal from Africa.
Like when I was in high school taking French, our teacher assigned us to all get French speaking pen pals, and she had a company, and you could say what country you wanted them from. So I said Togo, Africa, because they speak French there. So then when I met Kim, and we'd write here and there, and then when we met Kim, was he a friend of
Did you
his?
notice how she said when we met Kim? She's referring to her. She's referring to her pen pal.
Yeah. When I met Kim.
Yeah. I know, like you said, you have a friend because now I've got a friend. And, and I was like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then, so we got these pen pals. Like, we did this. I feel like we went and got these pillowcases and put our faces on these
I do
pillowcases.
remember that. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't even remember what happened with him or anything. I don't remember.
We sent him the pillowcases, and then they kept asking us to send more and more and more stuff. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go broke. I can't keep this relationship up.
That's so embarrassing of us.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah. And we always had fun. Camille, Kamazel.
Confident Incorporated. We're going to do it.
Hey, Kim and Katie.
Hey, Nay.
Hey, Nay.
Hey, Weevil and Camille.
Camille.
Hey, you guys.
Court Cases with Camille is on the docket for today. Camille.
Yay.
What do you have for us?
Okay, so this isn't. I like to do like fun ones. I feel like I've done a lot of heavy ones. I wanted to do a fun one.
Okay.
So,
nice.
But it's like a year old. It's kind of older. It's just not like current right this minute, but it's only like a year old. Okay. So it starts back in 2022 and 2023. Chili's ran a commercial ad, and in the ad it had 3 guys with like fake mustaches and sunglasses on, and the camera style was very chaotic and shaky, like it was a handheld camera. And the guys would just have like a very exaggerated movement. Now, as I'm saying this, does anything come to mind for you guys?
I know. Okay. I'm trying to wrap my brain.
Witch Project.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Good guess.
That's not it.
That is a good guess, Nate.
Because that was the first movie that I remember where it was really shaky and weird. Yeah.
Shaky. That's a good,
Think music.
Wait, give me a minute. Oh, music video.
Think music.
Chaotic. Well, that's a lot of
and 3 guys
videos.
with the mustache.
Mustaches. La Bamba.
I was thinking Queen.
I guess I can't. I tried to watch it and then I couldn't find the commercial. I saw news clips about the commercial, but I didn't actually.
Yeah, I can't even think of the commercial.
Okay, so
Chili's commercial.
It was a Chili's commercial.
Guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were.
Give us another hint.
Oh, okay.
Like what part of it should we be?
Like should we be thinking about Baby Back?
No, it's not. Don't think of Chili's. Don't think of Chili's. Okay. Think of like a musical group. And how about 90s musical group?
And did they have mustaches?
I want to say no.
Okay. So that's not the part. That's the part that we're trying to remember or parallel
is the 90s group.
The 90s group that did it in a crazy way.
Yes.
Like the video.
Yes.
Okay.
3 people.
No, they for sure didn't have. But did they have
mustaches?
They did have it in their music video. They did have mustaches, but they were fake mustaches, and they were like police officers.
YMCA.
No. That's what I'm thinking of.
Village people, but that's the 70s.
Yeah.
I know.
Those mustaches were real.
Yeah.
That's right. What about like Jonas Brothers?
What about
90s?
Well, I don't
what
know
about
when they
Red
were.
Hot
Okay,
Chili
90s.
Peppers?
Chili Peppers?
I got
but
chilies
there's
in my head, so Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Not Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, hold on.
Is it one word? One word. Two words
the
or
band,
three?
one word.
Opposite
Is it a one-word band?
Girls.
Oh, Backstreet Boys.
No. I mean, you're so close,
Boys to
but
Men.
not.
Oh, Boys to Men.
NSYNC.
No. I thought for sure you guys would get this. You guys are music people. I thought for sure you'd get this.
We are, but
Well,
all this talk about chilies
fake
and
mustaches. So who, Katie? What band had mustaches?
Fake mustaches, though.
in the
Not
90s.
They don't have mustaches in real
Fake.
life. In this music video, they had fake, like, policeman mustaches.
I got it.
Okay.
Beastie Boys.
That's the one.
Beastie Boys? Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you.
So they...
All of our listeners are like, wow.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. It's like Beastie Boys.
Right.
Yes,
Okay, so
okay.
back in
Okay.
1994, the Beastie Boys made a music video for their song Sabotage.
Sabotage.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that song.
And in that music video, it featured them running around kind of with shaky cam, dressed up with fake mustaches like police officers and like being kind of crazy. So,
Okay.
it's like it was similar to this Chili's commercial. But Chili's didn't use the song. They just had like these similarities. They had like
On purpose?
they had the look, the tone, and like the characteristic of it on purpose.
On purpose. Yeah.
But they didn't talk to the Beastie Boys about doing it in any way. So in 2024, the Beastie Boys sued Chili's.
Okay.
Well, they sued.
Man, in 24? Like 30 years later?
Well, no. Well, because the
20
commercial.
Well, no, the commercial.
The commercial
came out in
aired.
2024, and they sued
The commercial
them right
aired
away.
like 19 years later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the commercial
okay,
aired
okay.
from 2020
Okay.
to 2023. But
Okay.
they're like,
Yeah, man.
they were like copying the vibe of this Beastie Boys music video. And
right.
so,
Okay.
So
I
far,
gotcha.
so far, Camille, this sounds like pretty tenuous connection. Like, I mean, a lot of people could have made a.
right?
So far, I'm not on the Beastie Boys side so far.
Well, because
I'm totally on the Beastie Boys side,
Well,
but
because
go ahead.
they sued Chili's parent company, not Chili's per se, but they sued their parent company, Brinker International, and they sued it for copyright infringement and for false endorsement. So they were saying that they claim that the ad copied protected elements like of their Sabotage music video and then made it seem like they approved of it.
Right.
And they were involved with it kind of thing.
Right.
And so that's what they were bugged about. So it wasn't even about the song, it was like the vibe.
Right.
So so then I was reading into it and it kind of begs the question of like, can a style be copyrighted? Like, can you really copyright a style like that, a vibe?
Right.
And like how similar is too similar? And I really wish I could have found like an actual video of the commercial to compare how much it was.
Yeah, like how much it was like the video.
Right.
Yeah. Is it
So
a stretch
how
or
many
is it?
people watched the Chili's commercial and thought, "Oh my gosh, this is exactly like Beastie Boys Sabotage video."
Right. Well, so then so
Because lots of times you watch something and it's like, "Oh, that reminds me of blah blah blah,"
Yeah.
or that reminds me of that.
yeah,
you know.
100%. Well, so Chili's was claiming or kind of argued, well, it's parody. Like we're just doing a parody of it. So then
they
it.
shouldn't have
So they're
argued that.
admitting they're.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
go.
they're saying
Yeah.
that,
Totally,
this was
Katie.
their goal. They're saying that was our goal, was that we were trying to like, I mean, they were kind of admitting that like, yeah, we made this music video or this commercial with the idea of the Sabotage music video.
Right.
And so, excuse me.
Camille, is that illegal? Is that wrong?
Well,
I mean, can people do that?
So that's the question. Because if it's parody, that's one thing. Because then I had to go on this deep dive of parody versus copying. If it's parody, it's okay. If it's copying, it's not okay.
Oh, interesting.
So then it's
that's why they said that.
Right. So then
we need Weird Al on the show.
Right.
Right now.
Yeah. Well, that's
he's the king of parody.
Yeah, that's what came to my mind. I'm like, well, but why? So then I started reading about it, and it was like, so I looked up, can you do like, when can you do parody, and when can you do, when is it copying? And the idea is with parody that you're like making a comment or criticizing or making a joke about whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you're copying it, you're borrowing it to make yourself better or cooler or like to benefit yourself, kind of thing.
Okay.
That's
what they're
doing.
That's
the word. Benefit.
It's the benefit, right? And then
that's.
So then you have to look at, did you add meaning or did you recreate it? And then how did you take it, and like, does this hurt the brand, the original brand that you like took it from?
Got it from?
Or does it not does it hurt it, but does it change its ability to make money, kind of thing?
I would think it would help them, because that probably got forgotten, kind of.
Well, that's the interesting thing, is that that's an older music video anyway.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm not sure that it's like super. I mean, Sabotage is a pretty popular song. But I'm not.
If they win, maybe Blair Witch Project will sue them too.
Maybe. No, I still am like, if it was me, if I was the Beastie Boys and I see this ad come up from a restaurant, Chili's, and they're using an idea that we originated it, that was kind of an iconic video for the day.
Right.
I'd be like, even though it's not our song, the look and stuff, I'd be like, well, it's sounding like we're backing Chili's.
Right.
And maybe that's not a decision I would do.
Well, here's,
be in a commercial for Chili's.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
well, here's
exactly
the real
what
thing.
They said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's what really bugged them, because what really bugged, like, or what the real kicker, the real motivation, I guess, is that that in 2012, Adam, I don't know how to say his last name. I was gonna look it up and I forgot. Adam,
what is it?
It's like Yauh.
Yankovic.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well,
no, I'm just guessing because of
that's
Weird
not
Al.
it. No, that's not it. It's not
it's
it.
Something different.
It's Al Yankovic, you guys.
Anyway, one of the founding members of Beastie Boys died in 2012.
Yeah.
And in his will, it had a clause that said his music cannot be used for advertising.
There we go.
Oh.
But that says his music can't be used.
Yeah,
that doesn't necessarily say
the video.
The likeness of
the
a
look
video.
Of a video.
Or the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're saying that, like, even if they wanted to use it for advertising, they could not, because there's this clause in his will that says you cannot do it.
Right.
So then I was still kind of like trying to figure out why it's not parody. Like, what makes this not parody? What makes this copying? So I had to like dig a little bit deeper into like, what is parody versus copying?
Mm-hmm. Well, Camille, as you're talking about parody, of course, you definitely think of Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah.
That's all they do.
Right.
That's
I mean, they
another one.
do a ton of parodies.
Well, because it said something about like, well, when you're copying and you're benefiting from it, and I'm like, yeah, but when you make a parody, you can be benefiting. Like, people who make parodies make money.
Tell me again the difference between the two.
So okay,
so
that's what I'm gonna like just briefly
go through it again.
Kind of go over is if you were a parody, it would be the audience thinks like, oh haha, they're roasting this, and like those guys are funny.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Whereas like a Saturday Night Live,
right.
But if the
to get laughs.
But if the audience thinks, oh, this looks like the Beastie Boys except they're selling burgers, then that's like the copying. Or another,
that's what they're doing.
Or another
it
way,
wasn't funny.
Right? Or another way is like, say you dressed up as your friend to like make a joke. So you went to school and you dressed up as your friend, and you're like, haha, look, just like you.
Yeah.
But so that's the parody, right? But say you dressed up as your friend because you're trying to be as cool as them, or like make more friends than them. Like, it's kind of
copying their look for your own look,
so that you seem as cool as they are, kind of thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good way to.
People do that all the time, though.
Like in Mean Girls.
Right. No, I feel like that happens a lot with a ton of like commercial. I mean, tons of stuff.
They sue them.
Yeah, but if it's like, again, if it's like parody, you're being super obvious about like making it a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas it from what I could tell, again, I didn't see the commercial, but from what I could tell, they weren't making it a joke. They were just really trying to be cool, like this music video.
They're using the Beastie Boys success and trying to use it for their own success.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just don't buy it. I mean, that was like 40 years ago. Beastie Boys didn't spring to mind when she gave us our clues.
I mean, it did take you guys a minute to get to it.
It did. But it is, once we finally got to it, it's pretty iconic.
Different audiences. It's probably.
That's what I'm saying. That was so long ago that we maybe would recognize it if we saw the actual thing. So, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I sit there and think, okay, if I was Chili's, the mother company or whatever, I would think that you would ask for permission from Beastie Boys.
Nowadays, you would think that because, like you think about Sting, he sued, who's that guy that he sued?
Yeah. P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you think of all these people. What about that Ice Ice Baby song?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, then there's also
that went to
the Queen
court. Yeah.
I mean, did Queen sue?
Yes,
Vanilla
but they didn't
Ice.
win. Yeah.
Vanilla, yeah.
Because Vanilla Ice claimed that it was his own thing.
Well, because
that
it was
he came up with.
He changed the beat just slightly.
Just slightly.
Slightly, yeah.
Yeah, it happens to be close.
And so, it happens to be
that's
close.
Like
I mean, Chili's is sitting there saying yes.
To be close. But
Chili's is saying yes.
Right.
We use the video influence.
But they said we're doing it as a parody.
Don't you think they just said that because they thought they would win the legal battle?
Yeah, kind of. Because they did. They basically admitted it was, or they said it's a parody.
Parody.
But there wasn't.
What about it as a parody?
We weren't copying or parodying it, and we just have this idea where we want it to appeal to teenagers who don't have fancy cameras. So we're just to have this idea to run around. Like, why didn't they say that?
But I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
It's the mustaches.
Well,
it's the problem.
Because they were like, it's the mustaches. It's dressed up as like cops running around.
3 of them.
Right. It's 3 of them.
With the mustaches. Yeah, I mean, they're obviously.
I think it was too obvious that they couldn't deny that it was like it.
Yeah, totally. And what about it was funny?
Right.
Is what I'd like to know.
Right.
Like, why is that funny? It's not a parody.
Guys wearing fake mustaches as cops running around eating cheeseburgers.
Okay, but if the original music video is already funny or like cool, then if you're just copying that, then isn't that... I mean, I still think
if you think about SNL, are they just taking things and redoing them exactly the same way? No, they're making parodies and making them funny, exaggerated, different.
Funny, exactly.
You know, they're making it into their own thing, not just like, we're gonna.
Well,
We gotta look at this Chili's video.
I know. I wish I tried to look it up, but it's true.
I've tried.
They've taken it down.
They probably had to take it because
I can't believe there's not a copy of it anywhere.
I know.
I mean, I've checked on YouTube and it's not. Well, so they went back and forth for a while.
Okay.
And then the bummer part, like I'm like talking about this, it's kind of anticlimactic because they ended up settling it out of court. And then the terms were not public for how they settled it. So, but it was settled that Chili's had to pay the Beastie Boys some money. They don't know how much, but basically Chili's like settled that they were copyright infringement kind of thing. I mean, they didn't say that.
Yeah.
But if you settle, you're basically settling to say like, well, yeah, I guess we kind of did hear some money, like kind of thing.
Right. Which probably would, if they had done it the right way in the first place, and if Beastie Boys had agreed, then they would have had to pay them to be able to use something. That.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. I mean, to go back to what Katie was saying, why any of these companies, any of them that do this, why not get approval in the first place?
Right.
If they want to do it, knowing this day and age.
Because it still costs money. And then I bet they were just like, I mean, I just feel like companies are all the time trying to figure out how to spend the least amount of money, even if it means being unethical.
Right.
So
but then they get sued, right?
Yeah, but if they thought they could get away with it, if they just said like, well, it's a parody, so we're safe kind of thing. If they thought that they could get away with it, I think that they would just be like, no, this is close enough to our own thing that we don't have to tell anyone or ask anyone to do this. We're just going to do it and deal with the consequences if there are any. And we'll say that it's a parody and it's not copying.
And everybody knows the consequence of being sued. If it gets on the news, if it's a big deal, that it helps you anyway.
Any publicity is good publicity.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what you talked about, Kim, with P. Diddy and Sting.
Yes.
Well, he gladly paid Sting every month because that song made him big.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an interesting one, Camille.
So,
I like that.
I guess I'm still kind of unsure on what side I'm on because especially if they didn't use the music, then I'm still kind of like, but it's just like the idea of a video.
Me too. I'm not so sure that they had to. I don't know.
Well, if it was your idea,
it's hard to say without seeing it.
It is
but
hard
we
to say
can just assume
it.
it's But if they've admitted that's what they were doing, so we can pretty much assume it looks very similar.
I don't think
right?
they were. Well, I mean, I guess, but.
Well, they were going off of that idea of the video.
Yeah,
well,
they were doing
they did say that it was a parody, but that was after they got asked. And so their lawyers said, what's the best answer? Say it's a parody.
Right.
But who knows if they were even thinking of the Beast. I mean, maybe they were, but...
they were. They said they were. They went off that video.
Said after the fact, trying to cover their butt that it was a parody.
Well, they could have just said we weren't going off that video.
If...
like you said.
Nay.
That's what they should have said.
Okay, Nay, if this was the video that you created, let's say you're a Beastie Boy, you created this video, and you're sitting in your living room 30 years later.
Which was like a pretty groundbreaking video, too. Like, it was of a big deal.
It was an iconic.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a big video.
I
know we didn't come up with it right at first, but as soon as I thought of it, it's like I can almost reenact it for you.
Right. It's pretty iconic.
So, Nay, if you're sitting there and all of a sudden a Chili's commercial comes on with your idea and your creation, I think you'd sit and be like, wait a minute, you can't just take this idea. Like, why didn't anyone ask me?
I bet they sat there and they said, that's kind of like our idea. And maybe I would say, that's so cool. Our idea is still being like copied and used. And then they were like, wait a minute, I bet you we could sue.
Yeah, but you just said it. It's still being copied.
Agree.
Like, they copied it.
Well, maybe they're like 30 years we've blown all of our money. How can we get Chili's to pay up?
Or they're thinking about their Beastie Boy who died and said, don't ever use our music in commercials.
Right.
And even though that's not the music, it's very much the likeness. And I can see them being like, plus, we don't want to back Chili's. We can't stand their food.
Well, that's the thing too, is that now they're like almost not endorsing, but like, yeah, it's giving people the idea that Beastie Boys is supportive of Chili's, which they did not agree to be like brand ambassadors for or whatever.
I can just tell you that would bug me. I'd sit and be like, well, nobody asked me. You can't just, this is obviously a ripoff. So but
I don't know. I can see it both ways. I can see it being like, I don't know if you can really claim a vibe kind of thing, but it does seem like from what I've read, it seems like it was pretty copycatish, like pretty not word for word, but like scene for scene kind of thing.
I do see you guys' points, but what about how it opens up a whole kettle of fish? Like if you could copy a vibe that, I mean, like, I don't know, does everybody who dresses up
that's
in
what
costumes,
I was saying, then everyone can just sue. I mean,
Kim
people
said that
like all
just
the time.
people need to be careful and come up with their own stuff if they don't want to ask permission.
Or I guess you have to I guess you just have to ask permission.
Well, or
if it's something
that was
that's
simple
big.
to me.
Nobody can come up with anything new anymore, and you're like, hey, you know what? This is kind of like it, but not. I'm not going to ask their permission.
Yeah, but that's
and
the
I'd
point.
have to pay them royalties on all my.
Yeah, but you just said it too. If it's kind of like them, but not, I mean, that's still different and not like I just think it depends on how close you are to like copying the original, like how and what your intent behind it is. What's the reason for you to copy them?
Right. To steal some of their thunder and make money.
Right.
That's another thing is Chili's is trying to make a commercial that's using the stardom of Beastie Boys with Sabotage and get their own stuff going because of the work that Beastie Boys did. Yeah. So you're like, come up with your own thing or ask permission. I just think that's pretty, and they're not going to sit and be like, well, it was an accident that it's close. That's
Guys,
not the case.
I just had a brilliant idea to get our podcast famous.
Okay. Copy
the Beastie Boys, Sabotage. Us.
Get our mustaches.
Yep. Run around.
And then we'll say it was a parody.
It's a parody.
With us it would be because we're like a bunch of like nobodies. With like when we're like some of us are ladies, so like that's gotta obviously
shake our cameras.
Yes. We'll have Nay running around with the camera following us. I think we have to do it.
Well, hey, Camille, and hey, Kim and Katie. It's sure been fun. We've sure had a slice.
It has been a good time.
We sure have. It's always a good time when Camille's with us.
Court cases with Camille.
Well, thanks for having me back.
Take it easy.
Toodaloo.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Yahoo!
All right, bye-bye, everybody. 2 cents on last week's episode.
All right. So a lot of the things on that list, like if you're into high adventure, they'd be cool. So like Machu Picchu, they're like, yeah, I can do that. For some reason, they associate 4 miles with like a couple laps around a high school track, and they haven't walked 100 yards in 30 years. If you really like adventure, like that could be cool. When you're going to a tourism-driven area, it's not going to look like it does on Instagram, okay? There's going to be people everywhere, and you have to be okay with that. But some things, like for example, the Statue of Liberty, you just gotta go. And it's going to be packed. And it's going to be more money than you want it to be. But, like, you just got to go. It's the Statue of Liberty. It's a lot of stairs. You're climbing. You're climbing. But anyway, one thing if for those that ever go to New York City, you have to go to the 9/11 Memorial. Have to. Like, that should be like, there's a few things that the federal government should actually enforce. Thing number one, when you buy your first house, it should also come with a Gibson J50 acoustic guitar. Like, you get your keys and it's like, here's your J50. Like, every household in America should have one of those. Thing number two, every family in America needs to go visit the 9/11 Memorial. I guess that's it. Okay, bye.
Hey, Kim and Katie, this is Amy Banta, longtime listener, first time my 2 cents voice memo leaver. I guess that's the noun for that. I'm leaving my 2 cents on your latest podcast about tourist traps, because I have a major pet peeve about travel, and that episode made me think of it. And here it is. So my pet peeve is when people travel to a destination and, they have their checklist, bucket list, thing they want to go see at this destination. And they're so tunnel visioned on getting to that viewpoint or whatever it is to snap that photo that they can post on Instagram and prove to everyone, hey, I have been to this place, check that box, let's move on to the next thing on the list. And they don't allow themselves to actually experience the place that they just checklisted. That just irritates me, because what was the whole point of checking it off the list if you're not actually going to experience the place? I would just tell people, if you have that bucket list, use the list as a tool of travel, not as the purpose of travel, because the purpose of travel is to have the experience. So use your list to get you to the experience. Don't use your list as the experience. But hey, keep up the great work with your podcast. I love listening to it. And that's it. I'm going to stop myself before I just, turn this into a gush fest. You're the best. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Hey, Kim and Katie and Nay, this is Michelle, and I guess I'm going to give you my musings by Michelle today on your guys' podcast last week about tourist traps. I am not a big traveler, but I was very interested in the list. Something that was interesting to me about the list was it was places I have never even thought to visit. So that was very interesting. So I really cherish visiting a place and kind of just being immersed in it and having my expectation of I might not see the amazing thing, but if I do, that's awesome. But also just kind of experiencing the place in general. The idea of going to that bazaar and being just surrounded by all these people and the smells and the sights and the sounds. If you're just willing to be wow, this is a really crazy experience that I'll never experience because it's unlike any other place, you're going to have amazing experience. But if you're going there and thinking a certain way or expecting it to be a certain thing, or being I just said I'm going to go in and get out and go on with my vacation, I think it will make a difference in your experience. But I definitely like that you guys touched on tourist traps, because it is nice to know where to spend your money and your time, especially when you don't have a lot of vacation days to spend. I liked hearing about Nay's experience in the Dead Sea. Not something I have even thought to go to. Have a great week, Kim and Katie and Nay, and thanks for letting me share my 2 cents. Bye.